Lightning. We're breaking down why the Jets are better off without their highly drafted QB. Finally, our analytics queen, Cynthia Freeland, is here giving out a hearty helping of projections and letting you know who will be lighting up the stat sheet like last Sunday night.
Y'all know what we gotta go do. We're gonna keep this simple. Dominate from the first step to the last step. Let's go. I got your back, bro. I got your back. I got your back. Let's go. Keep on 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh!
All right, put the shopping bags down and settle in. Welcome into NFL Total Access, everybody. I'm MJ Acosta-Ruiz, the one and only Thomas Davis, with me as usual on a Friday. Adam Rank and Cynthia Freeland will be here in just a little bit. I'm still full from 3 mega matchups that got us going on Thanksgiving. TD, you like them?
I thought you was about to say the Thanksgiving food.
There's always room for more. Yeah. Always room for more. But hey, don't you dare call Sunday's games leftovers. Let's focus in on our TA game of the week, Packers-Eagles.
We got to be realistic about where we're at. We've played a couple subpar games in the last 2, so we got to play better.
Handoff, Dylan. Fumbled the football. It rolled right into the arms of LaMarcus Joyner.
Where you look almost miserable on the field sometimes.
I think that's an exaggeration, Pete. I hope we just dig deep and find a way.
And it is picked up by the Lions. 3rd interception for Aaron Rodgers.
Thrown touchdown passes many times. I don't give a what these experts on TV.
Well, this was interesting. This was at the end of this play. Rodgers went right at LaFleur, looked like.
What were you so upset about at the last drive of regulation coming off?
Just every single play call, probably.
Folks, wish we had better news here tonight.
A lot of life lessons, for sure, this year.
Where do you go from here, Aaron?
Home.
All right, since we are the experts on TV, let's start with some facts, TD, shall we? The Packers are 4-7, only have 1 victory on the road this season. But can they and will they be able to save their season against the #1 seed Eagles?
No, they would not. It's over with. This season has been over with for the Packers for a very long time. And the biggest reason is Aaron Rodgers calling everybody out instead of pointing the finger at himself.
Listen, there's just a little something about this Packers team that has a bit of a disconnect, if you will. I think there has been. And the 2 QBs going head-to-head this weekend certainly give us a lot to look after. So here are Aaron Rodgers and Jalen Hurts this season. Overwhelmingly better stats for the young man, Jalen Hurts. Look at that. Ranks 1st in win-loss. Of course they are. 4th in total touchdowns. I mean, he is just crushing it this year. Opposite end of the spectrum is where you would find Aaron Rodgers. So here's an interesting question for you. Game on the line. Seconds left on the clock. Which quarterback would you ride with in that scenario?
MJ, as much as I hate the way Aaron Rodgers has conducted himself off the field, on the field, with the game on the line, I got to go with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Everything that he's done, you look at him right here against Detroit a few years ago, game on the line, Aaron Rodgers delivers. Against the Dallas Cowboys a few years ago, game on the line, Aaron Rodgers delivers. 29 game-winning drives to Jalen Hurts 4. I got to go with Aaron Rodgers in these kind of decisions.
I hear you. Look, when you have this type of career and that many statistics and proven time after time that you're capable of doing that, it's easy to say Aaron Rodgers in this scenario. But I want to pour into our boy, Jalen Hurts, now.
I like it.
Because he has shown us that he is definitely capable. I think we're just skimming the surface with what Jalen Hurts is going to be able to do. So I don't want to be one of those people who didn't ride for him at the beginning. I would pick Jalen Hurts right now. I think he's more than capable to show us what he's got. All right, we are picking this game, of course, in a little bit, but we want to know who you would pick in this scenario. Scan the QR code, head over to our Instagram page for NFL Total Access, and we will show your results on who you think will win that matchup. Now, before we do that, we, of course, have to know who's in and who's out. We welcome in our NFL insider, Ian Rappaport. Lots of stuff to get through, Ian. Start us off with this injury update.
Let's start with Kyler Murray, the Arizona Cardinals starting quarterback. Missed the last couple games with a hamstring injury. Kind of thought he might maybe just miss one. Ended up missing more than that, but this week at practice, he was a full participant yesterday and then again today. Very, very good sign for Kyler Murray. And here's an even better sign. Off the injury report, will start in a huge, huge game against the Chargers for the Arizona Cardinals. They are going to have their starting quarterback out on the field. A little more mystery for Deebo Samuel, the do-everything receiver / running back for the San Francisco 49ers. This was a little under the radar. After the game, he was fine. The next day, popped up with a sore hamstring, was limited all week, but it sounded like he did more at practice today than he had previously. Still listed as questionable, but maybe the arrow was pointing up there, although you know the 49ers will be safe. No mystery here. Joe Mixon, the Cincinnati Bengals starting running back, he has been declared out. He is in the NFL's concussion protocol, so he is not going to play this week. Was not able to practice at all. I'd say Jamar Chase, obviously a much better chance, but no Mixon, so Samaje Perine expected to get significant carries. And then the biggest injury out of the Thursday, Thanksgiving Day games, Von Miller, the pass rushing star for the Buffalo Bills, went down with a knee injury, scary-looking knee injury, was actually carted off. My understanding after the MRI, he sustained a lateral meniscus tear. The ACL is okay, but a lateral meniscus tear. So he is going to be out for this week's game. He's going to be reevaluated in 7 to 10 days. It is possible that he can put off surgery a couple months, come back after some rehab, play with a brace, which will be an incredible outcome for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, Ian, we always hear next man up, especially at this point in the season, but that one right there, it's a big hole to supplant. All right, Ian Rappaport, you mentioned the Bengals injuries as well. One person they don't have to worry about, though, their QB.
It was cutting in and out.
Switch.
Did you have the wrong helmet to begin with? It was cutting in and out. I didn't have any plays. Last year, divisional game against the Titans, 2-minute. Oh, yeah, that was you. Helmet cuts out. We have no timeouts. I had to call the whole drive.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I actually did not know that.
Yeah. Right side.
Burrow throwing deep down the middle of the field. Tyler Boyd. And he streaks into the end zone. Touchdown. Bengals.
That's what I'm talking about, TV.
Go, bro.
What? A bug just flew into my mouth. Jesus. That was disgusting. Great job, bro. Much respect. Much respect, baby. Yep. Honor to play against you, man.
A few things can shake up Joe Burrow, but a bug will do it. I hear you, man. All right, TD, get us in a 3-point stance. Cincy is favored in this game against the Titans in Nashville. So how do the Titans avoid or upset the Bengals? This is so weird to say.
Yeah, I know you're confused too, right?
Make it make sense, TD.
MJ, for them to call this an upset is baffling to me and obviously baffling to you, but we're going to dive right into it. I'm going to talk to you guys exactly about how the Titans can upset the Bengals, if you want to call it that. So my point, I'm going point number one on how they can get it done. Derrick Henry has been phenomenal his whole career, and he's going to have to be the king of the field for the Titans to get this done, if we're going to call this an upset. Right here, 8-man box. Derrick Henry has seen 8-man boxes his whole career, and this is what he has done to him. He's gone out, he's dominated, he's found holes, he's found ways to get big yardage, and that's what Derrick Henry is going to do against the Cincinnati Bengals if they want to be successful. Breaking tackle after tackle. Look at this. Guys trying to tackle him. Derrick Henry turning it into big games. Show you on this next play, Derrick Henry, they have different ways of doing it. Malik Willis at quarterback, zone read, reading the defensive end. The defensive end is confused. Whenever you're confused, going against Derrick Henry is going to equal big yardage. 1-2 step on the safety equals big yardage for Derrick Henry. Watch him take off. Not only big yards, it ends in a touchdown for King Henry because that's just what he does. If Cincinnati allows him to run wild, they're going to have success. My point number two, we saw Treylon Burks come back in a big way against this top 5 Green Bay Packers defense, and he's going to have to do that again against Cincinnati. He was big, fast, strong, and physical in his return, and they relied on him heavily in this pass game. When they really believed in him, what told me they believed in him, 3rd and 1, game on the line, what did they do? One-on-one against one of the best corners right here, as you see, Jair Alexander. Tannehill put the ball on the money. Treylon Burks came away with the football. And my third and final point, big Jeffrey Simmons. Yes, that man right there has been tough to deal with for every offensive line. He's going to be especially tough for this Bengals offensive line, who has struggled mightily. Jeffrey Simmons and that D-line, they're going to have to get after Joe Burrow. This finesse offense is not prepared for what these guys are capable of doing. Look at this big man run,
Come
man.
on.
Sideline to sideline. You don't see that from a defensive tackle, but you get that from Jeffrey Simmons, and that's what he's going to do to this Bengals team. If they do those three things, they're going to have success in this upset victory.
That was the perfect opening shot there of Jeffrey Simmons to
That's a
sort of
beast.
personify all of this. This is, of course,